Hello everyone. When I speak to junior tennis players and ask them their ultimate goal or objective of playing this sport, most of the time I get the answer that they want to become professional tennis player. When I ask them how do they approach or what are the steps or measures that they are taking to become a professional tennis player, 90 to 95% of them doesn't have a clue. So I thought I will record this video and I will share this over to everyone out there who are really looking at becoming a professional tennis player. So from my experience, I believe there are 5 key aspects that a player needs to take it into account if they are going to take the approach or they are going to take the step of becoming a professional tennis player. Point number 1, having a right team around you who can understand your game style and work on your technical and tactical abilities. So that's going to be the most important aspect if you really want to have a go at becoming a professional tennis player. We all know, as a matter of fact, that tennis is a sport which gives only marginal improvement for you if you are going to put 3 or 4 hours of work every single day out there. And monthly, if you look at as an average, you are going to improve your game only by 1 or 2%. So it's really tough out there. So you really want to have a solid support system around you, a good coach who can work on your game and ensure that you improve on your overall abilities as a player, and at the same time work on your technical and tactical aspects as well. Now comes point number 2, physical fitness. We all know that tennis is a tough sport and it is extremely important for the players to be physically fit. It's important for them to be strength training, and also it's important for them to be having a proper flexibility. And when most of the players speak to me, I suggest them to try and play multiple sports instead of sticking to just tennis. So that helps them to improve their hand-eye coordination, improve their overall agility, and also help them in a number of different ways. So always give a lot of focus and attention to the physical fitness. And now comes point number 3, which is the most understated thing in sports: mental training. If you are 11 years, 12 years or 13 years, I would still recommend you to start working with a mental trainer. You don't need to spend a lot of time with your coach at that age. Maybe you can just approach it in a stage-wise manner by fixing 3 or 4 sessions with your mental trainer on a monthly basis, and then when you are like 17 or 18, you get a proper idea about how you can manage the rhythm of this tough sport out there. So I believe it's extremely crucial to get this aspect covered so that you can manage the expectations set by your coaches and your parents, because most of the time the junior players, they get burned out because of all the expectations that surround them. And also it helps to get a good handle on your emotional side as well. It teaches you how to take all the positives even if you lose a game. So give a lot of focus on the mental training aspects as well. Now comes the point number 4, proper match play and match analysis. When I say proper match play, it's all about identifying and playing the right tournaments, because every time a tennis player decides to play a tournament, it's an investment in itself. You need to identify the right tournament, you need to ensure that you get proper ranking points from playing that tournament. You also need to ensure that you get to play against the most competitive players out there, which would ultimately help you in improving your game as well. And at the same time, match analysis is also a key aspect. because it helps you to get a good understanding of your strengths and your weaknesses as well, and also helps you to sort of understand your opponent's strengths and weaknesses as well, and accordingly you can put in strategies in place or tactical stuff in place to counter against your opponent. So match play and match analysis is a very key aspect out there, and I give a lot of stress to this aspect, because this will ultimately help you to become an fully evolved player. Now comes point number 5, and I can't stress the importance of this, because this is what makes or breaks a player. Routine. You can't be forced by your parents or your trainer to go and do warm-up before you start your hitting sessions, your feeding sessions, and things like that. So you need to ensure that you go for proper warm-up at least 30 or 45 minutes before your real session starts, and at the same time, and also after the session gets over, you need to ensure that you give enough time for recovery as well. This is extremely important, because you need to ensure that you stick to your routine, you stick to your process, and continue to work on the things that you are supposed to do. And you shouldn't be pushed by anyone. You need to be self-motivated, or you should be self-driven to do all these things. Then only it will ultimately help you to become a fully professional player. So here are my 5 simple steps or approaches or process that anyone who is interested to become a professional player should take. 1. Identify the right team and work on your technical and tactical abilities. Work on your physical fitness. Work on the mental aspects of the game. Match play and match analysis. Lastly, and the most important thing, create a routine for yourself. And I'm not sure if this is all enough to become a professional player, but all I can say from my experience is, if you don't become a professional player, at least you will become a professional at whatever you do, because we all know that tennis is a game for life, and whatever we learn from tennis is going to last forever. So my friends, this is Vishak signing out until we meet again. Thank you.